But for me, we must keep church and state separate. The separation must be maintained in order to ensure freedom of religion for all Crow people. And that is guaranteed in our Constitution. Just like the right to speak is guaranteed in our Constitution. Creating a religious state does not guarantee a faithful populace. True faith comes from having the freedom to make the choice to participate in that faith. Telling me as a Crow person that my government believes a certain way and I should believe in a certain way infringes on my freedom to choose my faith. Our government needs to remain secular. Our government should not be determined by somebody's religious doctrine. What if I had a legislator who was a Muslim? What if I had a legislator who was Baha'i? What if I had a legislator who was Jewish? And he proposed a joint action resolution that said the government body is going to stand behind that particular faith. People would be freaking out. But because it's Christianity and we're used to it and we see it and a lot of us are Christians, we're not going to say anything about it. We don't want to offend. But our government should remain secular. I'm a Christian, but I'm not a Christian because my government tells me I have to be. I should be afforded the choice for myself. And with that being said, it seems like much of this issue is the placement of the Israeli flag at our Veterans Park. For me, this issue really boils down to true representation of the constituency. Words that you guys know exactly the meaning of. What is a constituency? The people that you represent. How can we feel secure that our leadership is representing the best interests of the Crow people if they didn't even reach out to the veteran community for this issue? My grandfathers are veterans. My grandpa Ben, World War II veteran. My Papa Buddy, World War II and Korean War. He was in the second wave at Normandy. My uncles are veterans. My Uncle Kenneth is a Vietnam veteran. How can you guys sit there as a legislative body, as an elected body, and not even take into account the feelings and the stance of those men who fought, who bled, and who died for the United States flag? The placement of the Israeli flag at Veterans Park is not only wrong and inappropriate, it is completely off base. Nobody thought to even ask the veterans. And sure, we say, come to the committee meeting at the legislative branch, but you know what? That's intimidating. For me to go in there is easy because I'm Luella Brien and I'm loud and I'm obnoxious and I have opinions. But other people aren't going to go in there willingly and sit there in front of elected men and feel comfortable enough to give their opinions. Reaching out to your constituency is just as important as hanging a flyer. Putting a notice in the paper, in the Bighorn County News, which is notoriously unread. How am I going to feel comfortable? How am I going to feel secure in knowing that my representatives are actually representing me if they don't go out and seek opinions from the people that they're representing? Nobody went up to my uncle and said, hey, what do you think about this? True representation will ensure focus on the bigger issues of homelessness, poverty, drug and sexual abuse, alcoholism. We as a Crow people need to demand and require true representation from the men who are sitting up here. We need to demand it. We need more public forums like this Did you guys know that this was such a divisive issue? Did anybody know that? You didn't reach out. You didn't go out into the community that you represent and ask the question. And people are throwing around the word compromise. Compromise comes after the damage is done. In a compromise, everybody loses something. But if you guys are being true representatives, you would be collaborating. You would be forward-thinking, proactive. You wouldn't wait until 2 years later to hang a flag and then say, oh, we better have a public forum. You would have gone out into the community and said, should we even do this? If we do this, how is it going to work? That's collaboration. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Luella. With that, I want to thank everybody. We had some committee meetings going on at the legislative. I appreciate the pastor committee. I appreciate the chairman. I appreciate everybody for coming over. Sometimes it takes something like this to wake us up and come together. And with that, I want to say thank you.